Check this out. We are literally just walking through a bunch of palm trees. Like, how beautiful is that? It screams that we are in the tropics. In today's video, we're gonna explore Miami Beach's newest park, 600 in Alton. Alright guys, first impressions of the new park, which has no name, but we're gonna call it 600 Alton Park. That's basically what everyone's referring to it as. Right off the bat, there's a lot of open space, a lot of green space, a lot of trees. By the way, there's nearly 40 plant and tree species in this very park. It is a 3-acre park situated right in the heart of South Beach. We are now moving further to the north of the park where we will find the dog park. They actually have a closed off dog park for you to walk your dogs. As you can see here, there are some playing in the dog park, very cute. Lots of space for them to run around. There's benches for dog owners to sit. There's water fountains, all that good stuff, and they're having a great time here. This right here is just an open space. You can walk your dog here. It says that they must be kept on a leash. Assuming in here, you obviously don't have to keep them on a leash because it's enclosed. But in this space, you can walk your dog, you can do yoga, you can fly your drone like these people are, and you can just have a good time here. You can have a picnic. It's just a really great space with obviously the skyline of South Beach in the background. What's interesting about the dog park rule is that there's a lot of them. There's like no puppies under 5 months. They must have their current license tag, rabies, and other vaccinations to enter this park. You're also not allowed to run with or chase dogs within the dog park. This playground has various types of art pieces that kids can go down the slide. But the most interesting is this one right here. It's an elephant that kids can go down the slide. It is very unique. I've never seen anything like it. So this place really advertises a lot of different species for plants and trees. And I'm also interested in this little path right here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a little river, but it does say keep off of the rocks and bioswale. Bioswale, I haven't heard that word before. It is just beautiful, but I think they will fill this up with water. There is also a drain down here, so maybe there won't be any water. Maybe it'll just be for whenever it rains a lot, the water could just flow through here and drain itself properly. I'm not sure, but it does look good. It looks really good. I mean, this is a really nice touch to the park. I found these really interesting looking seats, enough for just one person on each side. Great for if you want to just take a seat here, have a face-to-face conversation with one another. Or if you're really tall, wouldn't recommend this. You just extend your feet and put it there. We're now approaching the fitness area, which is open from sunrise to 8 p.m. just like everything else in this park. It's not really too in-depth, but they do have some stuff to work out on if you're interested in that, right next to some conveniently placed water fountains. One thing that I really like about this park is not just the placement of water fountains throughout the park, but if you have a water bottle, you can refill it here and at no charge. I say at no charge because I know in some countries the city provides the water for them, but here yes, they are providing it in this park. I've actually seen stations where you can fill up your water bottle, but they'll charge you a fee for it. It's like a private company that, you know, scatters it around Miami Beach. I've seen it in Mid Beach, but one thing to note, you do get free water here if you have your water bottle. All in all, this park is very relaxing. It is surrounded by a lot of the busy city life, so you'll hear a lot of traffic, a lot of horns, but overall it is a really great space. You can't really hide a park in Miami Beach because obviously it's a very tourist-centric area. Just put in your AirPods or something, listen to relaxing music, and walk around and enjoy the green space. And if you're into architecture, there's a lot of them. Now let's go talk a little bit about Five Park, which is the new condo that is about to be built right across the street. I thought I'd talk about Five Park in this video because, well, their sales building is literally right here inside of this park, and this park doesn't have a name. If I were to name it, I'd call it just Five Park. But of course, Five Park, I guess 5 is for 5th Street, which is a lot closer to the condo than it is to here. This is 6th Street, so 600 in Alton. But as I mentioned, this does not have a name yet. This park has no name at all. If you had to choose a name for it, what would you call it? Sunset Park. I'd call it Sunset Park. It just feels right. All right, guys, this is beautiful. This might be the most beautiful part of the park, and I just found it heading towards the condo. Check this out. We are literally just walking through a bunch of palm trees. Like, how beautiful is that? It screams that we are in the tropics. And then you have these really great tables that you can have some lunch, you can have a picnic here, you can play board games. I'm sure that would be a great use of it. Or if you have a Nintendo Switch, put it on there and play with friends. But very beautiful. There are 3 of these tables, and then there's some concrete seating over there. I'm reading up some information about the condo for you guys. I'm gonna throw in some B-roll footage because the drone's gonna be up in there in a bit. And I'll just show you guys what they're working on, and then I'll overlay some photos on what it will look like, along with a really cool pedestrian bridge. So the condo will be 48 stories high. It'll also be Miami Beach's tallest tower at 518 feet. It's gonna have 98 condo residences, which will comprise of 2 to 5 bedroom floor plans. It's advertised obviously as a luxury condo with a starting price of $3 million. They're also planning a pedestrian bridge, which by the way looks beautiful. That's gonna cross over 5th Street and Alton Road, right off of the MacArthur Causeway. All right guys, now that I told you about the building and showed you, just dropped my camera. All right guys, now that I showed you what's gonna be in that empty space next to the park, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about why I don't like its location. I feel like they should have expanded the park to that side and just not built a condo, but everything's all about money in South Beach, and they want extra condos there. But rather than tell you actually why I don't want it there, let me show you. Okay, so do you see that garage right there? That's where you're gonna park to come to this park. I think the first hour or 2 hours are free. What I don't like about this building coming up right here is I like to stand on that garage, and right between these 2 condos here, you get an excellent view of the sunset. Now, of course, that's just a personal issue with me. Obviously, they're not going to take into consideration people who like to watch sunsets. Of course, you can watch the sunset from their condos once you move in. Okay, so now that I'm seeing it from this perspective, it looks like we might actually still see the sunset. So you see what I mean? I like to get pictures with the overpass and the sun behind the city. So if this is the foundation, the building's kind of going to be at an angle. This, I think it will be the pool area or other parts, so it won't be a building, as far as I can tell. So we might not actually have an issue here. We'll see. We will see. But for sure, we will not be able to see that way anymore once it's done. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, if you're ever in South Beach, come check out the park. It's very relaxing. Bring a board game, bring some snacks. If you have a dog, bring the dog. It's a really nice park. Take in the views and absorb the sun. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Catch you guys in the next one.